An auxiliary nurse, Fisayo Ogudegbe, has testified before the coroner of inquiry into the death of the late Nigerian singer Ileoluwa Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad. Nurse provided a detailed information on how the singer died as the coroner resumed at the magistrate's court sitting in Ikorodu, Lagos State on Saturday. Giving her testimony, Ogudegbe informed the coroner headed by Magistrate Tafikat Adebayo Shotobi that she had her nursing training at Cornerstone Hospital, Akute, Ogun State, between 2014 to 2017, after which worked with the hospital for a year before relocating from the area. According to her, one of her clients, Ayobami Sadiq, aka Spending, contacted her on September 11, 2023 to administer a tetanus injection to a friend of his who got injured on his hand. According to her, Spending said that he suspected that there was a piece of glass embedded in the hand. Ogudegbe said that due to heavy traffic, she was unable to go there that day, but was there the next day, being the 12th of September at about 2:30 p.m, where she met with the patient at Orchard Estate in the Lekki area. She said it was unknown to her that the patient was Mohbad until she got there and discovered it was the singer's house. She told the court that people she met on the day include Mohbad, the singer's wife, and his friend Ayobami, all in the room. Explaining further, the nurse said she saw the lower part of Mohbad's arm swollen and administered a tetanus injection on his upper arm, intramuscular routine. She said before administering the drug, she inquired of the singer if she was an ulcer patient, and after he said yes, she decided not to give a diclofenac injection, but instead give him a paracetamol injection. She said, "I gave Mohbad 4 ml of paracetamol and 1 ml of water, a total of 5 ml, which is the normal dosage for adults, and I gave him intravenous through the vein. I diluted the ceftriaxone injection, tell me, and gave him slowly. I explained to Mohbad and his wife that the paracetamol and the ceftriaxone injection were for pain and to treat the bacterial infection. He was feeling uncomfortable because the arm was swollen. While taking the ceftriaxone injection, he had taken up to 2 ml. Mohbad said he wanted to vomit. I was surprised at this statement, but since that was how he was feeling, I decided to remove the injection, and he went to vomit in the toilet and came back to sit on the floor in the room. After Mohbad came back from the toilet, where he had gone back to vomit and sat on the floor, I noticed goosebumps all over his body. I was surprised and showed his wife the goosebumps, and she said it was his normal reaction to injection, that if we poured water on him, he would be fine. The wife then took him to the bathroom and started pouring water on his head, and it was at that point that she notified Ayobami that he should relocate to the nearest pharmacy. She admitted that when they got to the nearest pharmacy, they couldn't get hydrocortisone injection and normal saline infusion, and this made her and Abayomi run again into the estate to look for another pharmacy since the first one didn't have the medication she needed. When we got to the pharmacy, we were able to get hydrocortisone injection and normal saline infusion, and by this time it was around 3 p.m. Ayobami was receiving calls, and I heard when he said Mohbad was convulsing. I told him that he should tell the person he was talking to and that arrangements should be made to take Mohbad to the hospital, the nurse said. By the time I and Ayobami got back to Mohbad's house, Mohbad had already been carried outside of his house, and as a result, the hydrocortisone injection and normal saline infusion could not be administered. At this point, I didn't have access to go back into Mohbad's house, and everybody in the house was already outside, and the plan was to get Mohbad to the hospital as quickly as possible. Mohbad did not convulse in my presence, neither was he convulsing when I got back to the house. There was still no vehicle to convey us to the hospital, so it was Mohbad's neighbor that offered to assist us to the hospital. She said on the way to the hospital in the neighbor's vehicle, she sat with Mohbad's wife in the front passenger seat, while Adura, Mohbad's brother, Ayobami, and Mohbad were at the back seats. There was terrible and heavy traffic on the road that day, and due to this, Mohbad had to be put on a bike to get him to the hospital. I had to get down from the neighbor's vehicle and started running after the motorbike that Mohbad was on due to the heavy traffic. It took about 20 minutes to get to the hospital. When we eventually got to the hospital, the medical personnel on the ground initially didn't want to attend to him, and it almost caused chaos, but they later attempted CPR. on him in the hospital. After the CPR, the doctor proclaimed Mohbad brought in dead. I became shocked and confused. The doctor on call at the first hospital called me aside and asked what medication I administered to Mohbad. I explained myself to the doctor, the medication I gave Mohbad and the dosage that was administered. Spent about an hour at the second hospital before I left the second hospital to return to Mohbad's house. At this time, it was already night and it's around 7 p.m. Mohbad's body was brought back to the house at about 8 p.m. There were a lot of people in the house at the time and nobody was outside. Mohbad's lawyer came back to meet us in the house. At about 9 p.m., I, Ayobami, my cousin, who is a lawyer, and Mohbad's lawyer, all in the quest to get death certificate from Mohbad, visited the police station at Orchid, Lekki, and the first hospital Mohbad was carried to. On getting to the police station at Orchid, Lekki, I explained everything that happened to the police officer who attended to us. The police officer asked Mohbad's lawyer and Abami if they wanted to file a complaint against me. If they wanted the matter investigated, they responded that they were not sure. Police officer then directed us to the Giwa police station at Ajah if we need a police report. I'm sure that Mohbad's lawyer can give a detailed report on the quest to get police reports and death certificate from Mohbad. After the testimony, she was cross-examined by counsel of Mohbad's family, Wahub Shitu, counsel to Mohbad's wife, Kabir Agigbolu, and counsel to the state government. The case has been adjourned to March 21st, 2025 for further hearing. Nigerian legendary singer, otherwise known as Two-Face, has caused a stir online with a trendy video of him and politician Senator Giwa. The singer, who is a close friend with the politician, had attended her low-key birthday dinner in Lagos. In the video making the rounds online, the senator was captured hugging the singer in a warm embrace. The video has caused stir, with many slamming them. Susie wrote, "She don't finish down there." Another wrote, "That's very warm embrace." Musha wrote, "Lo, that's what he wants with Natasha, political connection."